Hello and welcome to another episode of Hunter Gatherer Cooking, where today we are going to the Shropshire Boar Company to see hopefully some wild boar that they produce there. The location is a bit top secret because they don't want people to know where their boars are, so I guess it's a kind of protection thing. But these guys have been following me, and I've been following them for a little while on the Instagram page for a while now, and it just made sense to come up here and actually sort of see where these boars are raised and find out a little bit more about them. So I hope you enjoy this episode. Please hit the subscribe button now so that you get the fresh content coming up onto YouTube, and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. We're about 10-15 minutes away. I've no idea what to expect today. I've been told that we're not allowed in with the boar because of insurance and the potential danger risk, but really excited for this one. So this is Josh from the Shropshire Boar Company. He's going to show me around today, and these are the boars. How many have you actually got here?
Got 71 in total.
Yeah. 71?
Yeah, a mixture of some, old male boar here. He's around 2 years old, you can see. A few sows, gilts, maybe youngsters up towards the back.
And that's the winter coat, the fluffy one?
Yeah, the fluffy one, he's kept his winter coat on at the minute. It'll probably go over the next few weeks to a couple of months. And the one on the right there, you can see he's lost his winter coat completely.
Is that for any reason?
Yeah, it just keeps. Obviously, they get too hot. Pigs can't sweat, so they roll around in the mud. We keep it nice, and we keep areas muddy for them all throughout the summer, for them to wallow in and roll in, just to keep them, a nice, comfortable temperature. And they got a nice bit of shade in the woodland here as well. Yeah. The males tend to be a bit taller at the shoulder. Obviously, the big giveaway is the tusks sticking out their lips there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's as I say, he's only about 2 years old, so within the next year he'll probably get another inch on those, and then they'll stand out quite a lot.
Do you, what's the word, dispatch to order?
Yeah, I do.
I
do at the minute. So I'll obviously dispatch and keep to suit the stock levels online. And
is dispatch the right word?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, so
nicer than kill.
Yeah, it definitely does.
And is this your main business effectively? Is this the business?
Yeah.
Brilliant. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Wow. So how did this all start then?
So I got into hunting boar in Hungary.
Oh right.
Yeah, you get invited out like a guy there, and a friend of my dad's found out I was into the hunting, so the whole process of obviously hunting the boar, garlicking them, they take them into the village and they hang them because they keep an eye on the wild stock levels really well there. The management's pretty good. And then skinning it, butchering it the next day, and then
you send them off for all that, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yeah, they go off to an abattoir where the meat's hung for at least a week, tested. Just standard trichinella test. Same with any animals that come out through the abattoir into the food chain. Yeah, they've got a butcher's on site, which works perfectly. So I'll take them there and then pick them up the following week, exactly how customers want it, whether they want it whole or whether they want it as sausages, burgers, steaks. So it's compared to prime cuts of beef. I keep the whole carcasses nice and competitive. I've managed to get a few more, so I've probably got a nice number of restaurants back online now for after lockdown.
Right.
All bespoke to order. A lot of thing with the boar is people, in general, seem to think it's quite similar to pork, but it's completely different.
I am absolutely desperate to try some.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, since we started talking, however many weeks or months ago, I mean, that pancetta, when you put that up.
Yeah, it's stunning, the pancetta.
Thought, oh my God.
Yeah, the flavour compared to pork is just completely different. It's it's so much better. You get it's like in the colour, it's like beef.
Yeah.
It's real dark depth of flavour, gaminess, and it's so nice. If you were to taste it blind, you'd think it's something entirely different.
Something gamey, steaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the colour, nice and red colour of beef, and it's, you know, I had a chef who was given some sausages from a guy local to him, who'd hunted some boar in the country. There's only a couple forests in the country now that hold, you know, that have got a population of boar, which are just starting to grow. But he'd had it shot and he'd mixed it with venison, and this chef wasn't, you know, a great fan of the sausages, and he phoned me up and said, "Can I try some of yours?" I said, "Yeah, of course." Referred him to the website, so he ordered some, and then he absolutely loved them. So he which gave me, you know, a nice bit of confidence with, you know, make sure the diet's right, you know, welfare of the animals all comes through in the meat. So the flavour, he said it was much, you know, much nicer flavour and sweeter compared to what he'd been given by someone else, which was really nice to know. That was some brilliant feedback. When I was initially licensed with the council, they said just in this pen here, I mean, there's a farrowing pen there I'm currently taking down. Yeah. They said, "Oh, you could cap this pen at 30, and I've only got 11 in here, so I keep it."
The licence.
Yes, yeah. So dangerous wild animals licence you need to keep wild boar. We got a diet of cropped and grain feed, all harvested on site here. So you can see from the field behind you, there's growing oats on there at the minute.
So it comes straight off the field?
Yeah, straight off the field. You go to the farm.
Yeah.
And then I just grab it from the farm, which is only about a mile in that direction. But yeah, it's all grown. Literally, we'll have a walk round in a minute.
What's this called?
Fodder beet.
Fodder beet.
Yep. I'll grab a shovel, cut it up. So here you go. It's all cut. It's rock solid.
Yeah.
But you know, for the youngsters, I'll cut it up.
It's got
So, you know,
think of the smell.
Yeah, it's quite sweet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a.
That's the sugar, you know, in it, but it's.
You said it was packed with energy.
Yeah, you got sugar beet, which is even sweeter still, and they absolutely love it. Which helps get a nice bit of back fat on them as well.
Where does this come from?
So this comes from, you know, probably mile in that direction.
I love the fact that you can just say
that way. Yeah.
Not shipped in.
Grain this way. Yeah, you can literally see where it's all come from. Even the water they drinks from a borehole on site, which is pumped from 60 metres below ground.
Right.
So it's natural water table, and I just fill these IVC tanks here, and it keeps their troughs topped up. There you go. Got some barley. Crimped barley, so it's all just nice and chopped up. So it just they get more nutrition from it.
Right.
You know, so instead of eating it and passing it through whole and just gaining a bit from it, you know, they get much more nutrients with it. They get to digest it much better once it's crimped. Okay, so I'm going to pause it there. We're about halfway through. I'll put part 2 up in the coming week or so. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. It's a fantastic company. So please hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you soon. Looking forward to part 2.